We got our work cut out for us for a couple months, it seems. We got the water up and running now, it's pretty good. Alan Rosa, the fire chief, noticed that the building where the pub is looked like it had become structurally unsound, and they immediately cordoned off the area and brought in FEMA engineers. As of this morning, from what I understand, and again this is not firsthand, the buildings from the cheese barrel down to the pub, at least those 3 buildings are coming down. That's really all I know. Our town is hurting, and now there's going to be a big scar.
We've got 16 cadets down here right now, and about 5 or 6 of our cement mason students, and basically we're just helping with the cleanup. We're pulling these buildings are it's uncertain what's going to happen to them, so the residents and the store owners are taking their valuables out and whatever they need to do business as a separate location. And basically my guys are in the tan uniforms, and they're just helping with the cleanup and going into the buildings. It's kind of hazardous work, dirty work, but they have their protective equipment, so they're staying safe.
Right here.
As the floodwaters and everything was coming in, we had a great deal of interaction over social media, YouTube, Facebook, all sorts of things that were going on that really brought out people, first of all, to realize how intense the storm was and what was going on, not only here but in surrounding areas, as well as now it's being used as a relief effort where people can bring food, clothing, supplies. Right now our Methodist church here is a staging area. It looks like a combination of thrift store, food pantry, bringing materials in for folks, and we're really trying to use the blogs and the other information, the watershed post, to pass information where people need to go.
Social media was very important in this. It's what initially got the word out to everybody about the disaster that had happened up here in the Catskills. The 24/7 live blog of the Watershed Post is how a lot of people got their information. People back here behind me knew more from that than what they could find out from here, because the communications have been so badly cut off. Even down here with cell phones, the service is barely usable. My brother was climbing up on top of an excavator a few minutes ago just so he could get cell service. So trying to get word out from here to everybody else about what's going on has been critical, and it's what got the governor here, it's what got Congressman Paul Tonka here, and hopefully it will be what ultimately gets us the aid that we need to put this place back together. It's going to cost millions, maybe billions, to fix all the work here in the Catskills.
So we don't need help cooking until 3. Okay.
The entire county has come in to this table, which now is the entire downstairs of the church. Just truckloads and box loads of goods. I mean, people are driving in from Hamden and Delhi and Walton.
We're just going to swing this around, just try to clear up some more room.
I'll take care of it.
Hang on 1 second.
I'm very proud to work for Delaware County Department of Social Services, so I can just say that I am so proud of this beautiful community because everyone is reaching out to one another, and it's heartwarming.
Do you need more dog food?
Absolutely.
No, this is from Staten Island. My daughter started a donation thing down there. She's coming.
My sister and I grew up across the street here, and we were just kind of watching it all on Facebook and the videos, and just felt kind of helpless and hopeless, and a lot of our friends wanted to help out, so we just kind of threw it all together and threw it in our cars and came on up. But a lot of people still want to donate, so if we can come back next week, we'll bring even more.
Hey guys, there's tuna sandwiches fresh made on the 3rd floor of the fire department if anybody's hungry.
That's great.
Thank you.
So we're doing 3 meals a day to feed everybody for the next week, probably?
Or beyond that,
or more.
Seems. Yeah.
Sausage and peppers, rice, salad, some garlic bread, and whatever else we can find to feed the flock with.
My husband and I moved up here, are moving up here permanently, and after this week, I guarantee you I'll be here because this community is remarkable. They just, one lady told me she's sitting in the middle of mud and all of her furniture, and she said to me, "Don't worry about us, we're like a phoenix, we'll rise again."
Okay, that's good. Well, this has been quite a ride, and I want to tell you this community of Margaretville, my office right on the entryway that got wiped out, as did most of a good portion of the town, but I've never seen anything like the community coming together. Got here Monday morning. The difference between Monday morning and Monday afternoon was startling. People came down from the mountains and chipped in, and strangers, and amazing how much was cleaned up. And how did most people get their information? Because it was new to me. It was the Watershed Post, and unbelievable how many people were going on the Watershed Post. I think people have a whole new recognition of it. I haven't been on it that often, but boy, did they do a good job. And that was kind of like who everyone was attuned to. And now, of course, the community is coming together again, and we're already talking about rebuilding, and the town will reinvent itself.
There's food here available to anyone that needs it. We run the gamut. We have a lot more than just food too. We have cleaning products, garbage bags, toothpaste, toiletries, a lot of things that a lot of food banks don't have or carry.
We have bread over there, we have milk. Whatever you need, go ahead.
Thanks.
So what are you guys doing to help?
We're just picking up little stuff and putting in bags and throw it into the dumpster.
And the tractor will come over here and pick that up, get the bags, bring it to the dumpster.
The teachers put word out on Facebook. If you're available, come on down, and you can see the crowd is growing. It's been growing since 8 o'clock this morning. The thing is, we're all in this together, and we will come back. This playground, we've only been out here 3 hours, and look at it. So it's first overwhelming, but you realize the force of numbers, and so we're going to come back stronger than ever. And everybody's here, teachers, board members, we're all volunteers, so we will come back.
I've been out here since 8 o'clock.
8?
Yeah.
How long do you think you'll be out here?
A while. Oh, yeah.
We're gonna go to the soccer fields next, right?
Yeah.
Where are you going next?
Soccer field.
Soccer.
That's staying open.
Well, look at it. I mean, we have kids, students that have come out to just volunteer their time. It doesn't get any better than that, does it? This is their school.
Okay, Robbie, we'll fight for it.
Our community is really resilient. We help each other out. That's what we do. That's what's great about living in a small community.
I guess, yeah.
Next week.
Wow, man, run.
Julia, Governor Cuomo has just walked in, and I'm going to pass the phone right over to him.
Thanks so much, Jess Vecchione. Governor Andrew Cuomo, this is your second visit to Margaretville in a week. Thanks for coming.
Yes, it is. I hope they aren't seeing too much of me.
This is WIOX, Roxbury 91.3 radio, and we're doing an hour-long show about the effects of flooding throughout the Catskills, especially on the Margaretville-Roxbury area. Why are you in town today? What are you doing?
Well, I wanted to come back and I wanted to see how it was going and how people were doing. I was here just when the water was really starting to run. There must have been 4 feet of water in the downtown area when I was here. And we've been working with federal officials. We had Secretary Napolitano in here today. I just saw her and the FEMA director, Federal Emergency Management Agency director. I want them to see firsthand the level of damage we have here so we get the federal assistance we're going to need.
How is the federal response going to be organized? Is there a FEMA person designated for Middletown or Delaware County?
Well, the first step we took today, the president signed the disaster declaration, which means we qualify for aid. And FEMA has their regional director here, Lynn Canton, who is very nice. I happen to have worked with, in a small world story, I used to run a department called HUD, Federal Housing and Urban Development Department. And HUD did disaster assistance, disaster reconstruction. And I worked with FEMA in Puerto Rico on the aftermath of a disaster there, a hurricane there. And Lynn Canton, who is now the FEMA regional director, I worked with in Puerto Rico. So small world story. She's here, she's very helpful. But Secretary Napolitano herself was here, and she made it clear that they're going to do everything they can. And that's important because we're starting to rebuild. You see, there's a lot of energy there. Even in Margaretville, you can feel it. People are coming together. But the bottom line is the bottom line, and the bottom line is we need economic help. This is not a part of the state that has a deep pocket. So the economics are going to be important, and the federal government is going to be important there.
Governor, you've been around the Catskills area. You flew over Schoharie County 2 days ago. Can you tell us how things are proceeding in some of the other parts of the state? Schoharie County and Greene County particularly, there's not a lot of word out and there's still people stranded.
You have probably Greene, Delaware, the Schoharie Creek, Mohawk River. Those were probably some of the worst areas in the state. I was in the Adirondacks yesterday, Keene Valley, Jay. They had significant damage also. But I think we've turned the corner. I really think we have. It's now moving to a new phase, which is more about now reconstruction and recovery.